Hello, it's Georgiana, and I am making this video for students and clients on self-evaluation, self-energy testing. So I will include in this video two ways to energy test, to energy evaluate. And I'm not going to go into details about what we're testing. That's for our sessions and for our classes. This video is on the basic methods in order to communicate with the body, to know that we're getting clear responses to some very basic questions, like a yes and a no. So that when we gather information, which is what we're doing with energy evaluation, we're gathering information so that when we get those responses, we'll have clear information. And I will discuss, like I said, two different ways. One of them is the pendulum, where we use the body almost like a pendulum, or we get answers in that method. And the other one is to work with the leg. Now, what I want to say at this point also is that you can do this. You can do this. Lots and lots of people all over the world do it. You can do it too. What often or sometimes occurs with people as they, especially with the pendulum, the body begins to move in a certain way, we're getting information, people have a tendency to question, was that me? Did I move my body, or did my body move my body? So I want you to trust yourself and do these a few times, maybe a couple times a day to practice. And if you have any questions at all, let me know so that we can talk about the responses that you're getting. You might want to jot them down, and we can talk about that the next time we do communicate, so we know that we're going in the direction of getting clear information. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to show is with the leg. So you'll pick your right leg or your left leg in order to qualify it. And qualify means that we're going to put it through a series of questions in order to determine if we're getting a yes, no, yes, on, off, on, okay, in need, okay. We want to make sure that we're getting opposite answers, sometimes with the different techniques that we're using on the leg, so that again, we're getting clear information we can work with in order to assist our energies in being in greater balance. So also with this particular one, let's say that this is my leg and this is my knee here. I'm not pressing on the knee, not on the joint. I'm going to be in the muscle. And I'm going to use my hand on the muscle and press down for about 2 seconds. And as I press, I'm going to increase slightly the pressure. So what I do not want is to go, wow, like that really fast. That's not what I want. I want to come in and just gradually begin to press and increase the pressure a little bit. Now this leg continues to hold. You'll see, I mean, if this was my leg, it holds. Now what might happen also is as I press, the leg wobbles some or even goes down. Or perhaps I press and the leg presses so much that it lifts my hand up. Now that's happening. There's something in the body that's having a response that's saying, I'm not going to talk to you about much of anything, chances are. And if that's occurring, then again, just jot it down in your notes and we'll talk about it. Ways to help the body relax a little bit. As a matter of fact, you could even stop and take a few breaths and become centered in whatever technique you know to do, and then try it again. All right, so now I'm going to adjust the camera, and here we go. Okay, so I'm going to use my right leg, and this is the leg on the ground, and then I'm going to pick it up, and I'm just going to apply on the muscle about 2 seconds, increasing the pressure a little bit, and you'll see that that leg held. Then I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to do a swipe across. I'm going to use index finger and thumb on the muscle and just a gentle swipe. And then I'll pick that leg up again, and 2 seconds of pressure, and you see this time it's going down, not fully, but it is moving down. Then I'm going to come into the center of the muscle and spread out to the knee and the hip. 2 or 3 times, and then pick the leg up again and press. 2 seconds, increasing my pressure, and you see that the leg held. I can also do this with my name, for instance, or questions of a true false nature. So I am Georgiana, and I'm going to rest the leg for a moment and pick it back up. I am Susan, and you'll see the leg just really can't quite hold. Okay, I'll put it down again. Take a breath. I live in Orlando, and the leg is very solid. So twice now, I've given it a series of challenges, I suppose we could say, and it has responded with on, off, on, or yes, no, yes, or true, not true, true information. Okay, now I'm going to stand up for the next one, which is the pendulum test. Hopefully my camera will be in a good focus for this. Yes, so I'm going to stand this way to the camera. And generally, with the pendulum, the body will sway slightly forward or slightly backwards. It might do a little bit of a side to side, especially as one is beginning to practice this method. Sometimes the body will move a little forward and then send it the opposite direction, or maybe it moves a little backward and then sends it the opposite direction. So for me, when that happens, I feel like my muscles are really kind of catching my body in order to send it the direction of the information that I'm gathering. So for me, if I were to sway slightly backwards and then go forward, generally I would take that as a yes, unless there was something about it. Maybe I really went far back and then slightly, not even slightly forward, just return to neutral. So then I might question, well, I wouldn't question, that would have been a no, because that went back. So my name is Georgiana. My body went forward. My name is Susan. My body went backward. I live in Orlando. I have visited Alaska. I love cats. Yeah. So end with a true question or a true answer, a true response, a true statement. Sorry, it's a statement. I love cats, so my body went forward. And then also I can do a different evaluation. I can use my hand starting at the base of the trunk of my body and go up the front of the body to my mouth. And you'll see that I swayed forward. Now I'm going to go mouth down. And I swayed back. Before, right about when my hand came to this point, I was swaying backwards. And then I'll finish with an upward sweep. And again, the movement forward started right around that area. All right, so that is the pendulum. Now, if you will practice, if you choose, practice these maybe a couple times a day. Just maybe even at separate times, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, something like that. Write down the responses that you get, what you did, the responses, and then let me know how that's going. If you have any questions at all, please let me know, because I'm here to assist so that when we get into class next time together or a session, we'll be able to gather information in order to make choices that will support your vibrant health and well-being. All right, thanks so much, and let me know how it's going. Bye now.